Have you ever known a person who's always remembered the first time anybody meets them?
The first time that we met, Karin rolled onto the court in all her glorious athleticism and a smile that could just brighten a room.
When I first met KK, we met at a dance studio. That's my dance partner, and she was right on top of me immediately.
Mouths were wide open watching this beautiful blonde effortlessly going up and down the court hitting this tennis ball. And
right away when I met her, I knew she was a very important person.
And within 30 seconds, I knew I had to have her no matter what it took.
That's a good way to introduce Karin Korb. Korb is all things to all people: a big sister, a mentor, a tennis coach, a motivational speaker, a world-class athlete. And there's one word that ties all those things together.
And I did a little research on it. And passion dates back almost 2,000 years. It's a Greek word. And loosely translated, it's the zeal for a task, even through suffering. And that's what Karin does. It's an amazing thing how someone who gives so much and so passionately is willing to suffer. And what I mean by that is there are many times that Karin and I are emailing or texting each other. And she's in California speaking at a conference and helping in a project, and then getting on a red eye and traveling all night long to be back in Atlanta to do the same thing the very next day, and then back off to California again. That's passion to me. That's someone who's willing to sacrifice everything to give.
Korb's adventure into the spotlight came at 17 years old when she was paralyzed from the neck down in a gymnastics accident. She wasn't a tennis player, didn't really care for tennis, but she was one thing: an athlete. Within 4 years, she was the top-ranked female wheelchair player in the United States, and then came the Paralympic Games in Sydney, Australia, and Athens, Greece.
She had put so much time and energy into health and fitness that if she transferred all that time and energy into tennis, we were going to see great things from Karin, and we did. She went on to compete in not only one Paralympic championships, but two, and represented the United States and over half a dozen sports teams, and has just blazed the trail for all of us.
Waving the banner for wheelchair sports, not just tennis, that's her focus. She's also a certified fitness trainer and a champion bodybuilder. She's Tony Robbins with blonde hair and a lot less body fat.
She always leave me with these quotes, because I'm from the projects and I try to make a little change, for myself and do positive things. And she always told me, Vincent, if you always think the way you always thought, you always get what you always got. And that just stick with me. And everything I do, everything, no matter what I'm doing, that always stick with me.
Her inspiration is not a state of mind, it's a state of heart. And everything she does is from within. And she has been my mentor. She guides me and is always there for me.
something that working at Shepherd Center that I love seeing is when athletes go up to patients that are newly injured, and that's what she brought. And that's what I was excited about for Shepherd Center and for the sports team program in general. Just her ability to approach somebody she doesn't know, approach them and say, my name's Karin Korb and this is what I do, this is who I am.
And she's everywhere.
The only problem is she's pretty tough to track down. She was in Europe one time, then she was in California, and then she was in Florida. You know how she rolls. She's always on the move.
It's just so amazing that you just keep going. I wonder that wheelchair that you're in has a battery hooked up to it that keeps you going all the time.
Meeting everyone.
We were never really introduced. We just started talking, and the connection was instant, really. It was like I was just supposed to meet her, I guess.
Talking about anything.
I don't know if it's a girl thing, but we talk about everything. Rather if it's sports, boys, which my dad hates.
People either like Karin Korb or they love her.
She is just a very, very, very kind-hearted person and is lovable. And when you meet her and know her, She's very, very easy to get along with.
And she's a true friend. She doesn't sugarcoat it. She's not going to tell me what I need to hear. She's going to lay it on the line because her main goal is that I keep evolving.
I want to thank you for being a wonderful and dear friend. Again, congratulations.
I would like to say thank you so much for the inspiration you have had on my life and the impact you have towards my goals and my dreams.
She's one of the most loving, serving individuals I've ever had the privilege of meeting, and I love her dearly for that.
For all she's done to champion tennis, either wheelchair tennis or able-bodied, congratulations to Karin Korb, a 2012 inductee into the Georgia Tennis Hall of Fame.